Hi, welcome back to Storybook Time with MAM. Today we're going to read a couple books about some silly barnyard animals. The first one is Click Clack Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Cronin. Look at that. Do you know any cows that type? That is very silly. Let's see what these silly cows do. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears, click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Look at that, they left him a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. Look at that, sincerely. They were very polite. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets. No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. Look how mad Farmer Brown did. His hair is all standing up and he's jumping up and down with his fists all closed. He's mad. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. See, again, sincerely, the cows were being very polite with their note. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed, no milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. That type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Furious means he was really, really mad. Look at him. He's got his hands in the air. He's running. He's so mad. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. He said sincerely, but he said, I demand. So he didn't say please. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. A neutral party means someone who doesn't take sides. They stay in the middle. And an ultimatum is a demand. So that's the note where Farmer Brown said he demands something. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop. That means they're trying to listen in. But none of them could understand moo. Moo is the language of the cows. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door. Early the next morning, he handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. Look at all plugged in, all the nice blankets on all the hens and chickens and all the cows. They're all sleeping. They're so nice and warm. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Clack, click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. How silly is that? The duck didn't bring it back. They started typing their own notes. And they got a diving board. Look at that. Farmer Brown learned. The end. The next book by Doreen Cronin is Giggle, Giggle, Quack. Uh-oh, we're going to hear about the ducks now. Farmer Brown was going on vacation. He left his brother Bob in charge of the animals. I wrote everything down for you. Just follow my instructions and everything will be fine. But keep an eye on Duck. He's trouble. He learned from the last time. You gotta worry about Duck. Farmer Brown thought he heard giggles and snickers. Snickers is when you make little giggling noises as he drove away, but he couldn't be sure. Bob gave Duck a good long stare and went inside. He read the first note. Tuesday night is pizza night, not the frozen kind. The hens prefer anchovies. The anchovies are little tiny fish. Giggle, giggle, cluck. Giggle, giggle, cluck. 29 minutes later, there was hot pizza in the barn. Look at everyone's eating a little delicious pizza. Do you like pizza? I do. Bob checked on the animals before he went to bed. Everything was just fine. Oh, look, and they still are using all their electric blankets to stay warm at night. Wednesday is bath day for the pigs. Wash them with my favorite bubble bath and dry them off with my good towels. Remember, they have very sensitive skin. Giggle, giggle, oink. So look, he's taking all the pigs. Bob had all the pigs washed in no time. Oh, look at that bubble bath. They had nice little towels. Oh, looks so cozy. Farmer Brown called home on Wednesday night to check in. Did you feed the animals like I wrote in the note? He asked. Done, replied Bob, counting 7 empty pizza boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with a little piece of pizza. Stick it out. Why do you think the duck has the pencil? Did you see my note about the pigs? All taken care of, said Bob proudly. Are you keeping a very close eye on the duck, he asked. Bob gave Duck a good long stare. Duck was too busy sharpening his pencil to notice. Why do you think Duck is sharpening a pencil? What's gonna happen? Just keep him in the house, ordered Farmer Brown. He's a bad influence on the cows. Giggle, giggle, moo. Giggle, oink. Giggle, quack. Oh, look at Farmer Brown's like he's on a fun little vacation where anyone know what this is? That's a pineapple, so he must be somewhere where it's very warm and tropical. Thursday night is movie night. It's the cow's turn to pick. Giggle, giggle, moo. Bob was in the kitchen popping corn. Just as the animals settled in to watch, the sound of music. The phone rang. The only thing Farmer Brown heard on the other end was giggle, giggle, quack, giggle, moo, giggle, oink. Uh-oh, duck! Screamed Farmer Brown. He knew the duck had done something silly. The duck wrote a note. It's for you, Bob. Look at that, Farmer Brown came running home fast to see what was going on his farm. Very silly, because none of those notes were from Farmer Brown. They were all from Duck. How silly. The end.